This is Bob. Bob's a Goff Orc. He's from the 41st millennium. He's found himself flung through the warp, and he finds himself in 1995's Warhammer Quest. Da, 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 da. It's a 90s sitcom cartoon, or his cartoon. And he's going to play the full Warhammer Quest, and he has some special rules about him. We're going to see how well he goes. Eventually, he may find himself partnering up with a little Space Marine from, again, 2nd edition Warhammer, 40k. But right now, he'll be by himself. So here's some special rules. We'll go through these special rules. Here's a gun. His bullets will cause 4d6 damage. There are 6 plus 6, 12 bullets. So these are his bullets for the round. Well, really, if he lives, they should be for the entire adventure, because he shouldn't get any more, because he can't really find them, can he? They don't make bolt shells. Maybe he needs to go figure out how to make them. Here's 3d6 plus 6 wounds, so we'll figure that out. And in addition to his regular axe attack, he can stomp gits. And that stomp gits means if it's a small enemy, he can just step on them. So rats, snotlings, goblins, just step on them. Foot of Gork or Mork, whichever one it is, who knows, right? And also on a power of 6, he gets the power of the Wog. Bah! And he receives an additional d6 wounds, or healed a d6 wounds. So he has 9 plus 6 wounds, so he has 15 wounds. Got some data on here from when I was recording and then realised my sound was off. And so he's playing the full dungeon. So this is probably going to take a while. Hopefully he's able to stomp through guys or dies pretty quick. I'm missing a card. Is it here? Is it at the bottom? There it is, Fire Chasm. Okay. So we're going to shuffle through these and we'll find out which one we get. Let's put him on the deck. And let's focus this up. Hopefully that's good. And let's do this and go like that. And we are going to the fountain. This doesn't seem like it's focusing as well as it used to. Fountain of Light. He's just looking for a portal. That's his quest. He's looking for a way home, or a Chaos Wizard or something in this Fountain of Light. So, normal Warhammer quest, you will shuffle this deck, which I assume it's kind of shuffled. We'll just cut it. And you deal out 6 cards, which I think that was 6, and you put this fella in and you shuffle, and then you deal out another 6 cards, and then you shuffle. My last adventure, I think we went 6 cards and then found the thing. So we got pretty lucky. And this then goes on top. And they are our dungeon cards. And we will start in the Well of Doom. Money doesn't really matter for this Goff, but maybe we'll think about what we need. So he comes in, he just charges to the end. He's like, I ain't got no time for this business. And we trigger an event. And that event will be a trap. So, let's roll, see what happens. It's a 4. The pit opens up over the floor and he does a combat roll and avoids it because he ain't no punk. But he does take 2d6 wounds, which is not good. For 2 wounds, he's a tough orc. Man, he's used to dealing with traps. And then we roll another dice. And on a 3, we'll have another event. Before that, we need a power roll. We have a power roll of 5. And so that happened. Then this happened. And then that happened. So we have an encounter. A dwarf. Get that closer to you. Our Goff Orc meets what he could only assume is a squat. hiding in the corner. He's like, hey, I haven't seen one of you in 20 years. And the dwarf's like, one of your kind just stabbed me, and actually my eyes are a little bit blurry. I must be hallucinating. You can't be an orc. And he's like, oh, yeah, that's right, I'm an orc. And he gives him a key. Draw another event card immediately. 2d6 giant spiders. So, we roll, and we get 12 giant spiders. It's the tunage. Oh, wait, no, it's not. It's just a bunch of... squig-loving spiders. Is that 12? 4. Yeah, it is. Right. So they have entered the room. We roll for power, and we get a warg. So we roll... we roll 2, and we back up to 15 wounds. 15, Control S. Drop this client. And we are now... starting. So, he's going to start by attacking this guy on a... what is his weapon skill? 4, so he'll hit him 2, I believe. I'm going to grab a card. This will make it easier for me. Dun, 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 dun. I always... yeah, this guy. No, he hits on a 3. My bad. He will stomp a git. And he does stomp a git. 4. I just made these rules up, so you gotta bear with me. For 3 wounds. Okay, so he's dead. So these spiders will attack. There's 4 of them, so that is not good. And they will attack on A, because he's only weapon skill 4. I should have just given him 5A, because he's a tough boy. On 4, so 1 will hit, and that will web, which is not good. So he is currently webbed. Power phase for a 5. He needs to roll a his strength, which is 5, plus this 2, which is 7. So he totals a 7. He breaks himself out of the webs, and he attacks. On a 3, he hits, then he kills. On a 3, he death blows, and he kills. On a 3 plus, catch that dice. Caught it. Continue the roll. On a 1, he misses, dun dun dun, and he will stomp a git. On a 3, it will not stomp, no git. These spiders move up. Bloop, bloop. And attack. 1 hit, which is an automatic web. And then we roll for power. For a 3, we have to break out of the webs, which we do, and then we attack this guy. On a 6, we hit and we kill. And on a 2, we do not death blow, but we will attempt to stomp a git, which we do not. Spiders move up. 2 hits, so 1 is a web. The second is a hit, and it will do D3 damage. For 3 damage, he's down to 6 wounds. We have a wall. No, we don't. We have another event. The portcullis. He is locked in the dungeon. But we know he already got the key, so he's good to go. And he dodged the trap. I should take the caving out as well, but whatever. So I attack. On a 2, I miss. On a 4, I stomp a git, and he is dead. These spiders will actually. I break out of the webs. Spiders, here they are. They attack. 1 hit for a web. Roll for power. Roll for attack, which he does not. He'll roll to stomp a git, which he does. He is just stepping on them. He's just step, step, step. They just keep crawling under his boot. And he's like, well, I'll just keep stepping on you. So 4 attacks again from the spiders. 2 attacks. They do hit on 4s. Yes. So 1 web and 1 D3 wounds. For 2 wounds, he's down to 10 wounds. It's a pistol, by the way, and in the newest versions of Warhammer 40k, he can shoot his pistol in close range. Because that's what they can do. Power roll. 6, that's a warg. For 1 wound, he's up to 11. I'm already regretting doing the full Warhammer quest here. My voice is already gone. Let's stab him. On a 3, he does hit. On a 4, he kills. On a 3, he death blows. 3 will kill. On a 2, he does not death blow, but he will attempt to stop a git, which he does. He steps on them. Did he unweb himself? Yes, he did. I should really check for that more often. 3 spiders. 2 hits. And a D2 damage. So he's down to 9. 9 wounds. Nice. He's webbed. He needs to break the webs. He needs to get a power roll. Both with 2s. Very convenient. Very, very convenient, I must say. And it doesn't matter if this is closer or not. I could just zoom. And he's going to attack. On 3, he hits, and that will kill. Bloop. On a 4, he death blows, and he kills. On a 3, he death blows, and on a 6, he kills him. Highly successful combat from Bob. So, with that, he would get some money, but does that really matter? I don't think it does, but we will keep a running tally just in case, right? So he's 180 gold. And we'll take a treasure, put it over here. So he got a lucky talisman. That's worth keeping. You can automatically shoot one of his pistol bolts. So that's actually pretty good. So now what we need to do is turn around and roll for power. No, he stabbed them all. He can explore first. He finds some stairs. Some suspicious looking stairs. He's normally used to looking at the stars for Imperial cruisers. Today, he finds some stairs and he shall walk down them. He rolls for power on a 4. See what happens here with this. That 4 colours can go away. Don't need that. Is this a whole board piece on the camera? It is. And he'll move 4. I kind of want him to move 6. Because that will make life just easier for me, to be honest. But whatever. So, roll for power. Can you see that roll? No, you can't. It was a 1. I need space so you can see me roll some dice. We have an event. Scorpions. So, he has 1d6 attacks for 2. 2 plus his strength, which is 5, 7. So that's 5 scorpions, right? So that's 5 wounds. We'll roll another dice, and there's no other event. So 5 wounds. He's struggling now. 4. Control S. And he gets some money for that. So he gets 7 times 5 is 35. I'm pretty sure it's 5. And there we go. And so he will just move on. He'll come here and he'll explore. Finds a passageway. I'm just going to discard these other cards. He's not going backwards. He is not going backwards. And that's another power phase. For a 2, he moves 4. I'm going to discard this. And another power phase. For a 3. So he's going to move up, he's going to explore, and he finds the monster's lair, which is this one. No, that's a torture's room. Calculator, go away. The monster's lair. Dun, 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 dun. So he'll roll for power, which will get a 5, and he'll come into the room, and he will just gallivant across the room. Because he ain't got no time for this. He just wants to charge through and kill stuff. Turns around and he's prepared for his attackers. Let's go there. I can just roll right up to here, right? Oof. This boy has no idea what's going to happen to him. A Minotaur. Blah! Yeah, use this kid. So he's just going to use his first. I kind of want to use the Lucky Talisman just so it hits. But he is going to. There's no power roll. There is a power roll actually. So roll for power. It's a 3. And then we roll the shoot. So 4 plus, he will hit him on a 5. I need to zoom out here. These dice. Oh, have this guy watch. No. Sneaky here. In the corner. So he hits, and that is 4d6 wounds. 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 wounds. He's down to 1. Really should be plus his strength, but it's a gun, right? I really wanted it to just that to one-shot him, but it obviously didn't. Okay, so the Minotaur now hits on a 4. He's 2 attacks. 1 hits for 2d6 wounds. For 5 wounds. Bang, 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 bang. For the Emperor. Get up. Hey, what was that? Okay. Gork or Mork or someone protects. And the Minotaur is slain. Somehow Bob was revived with 15 wounds. He turns around and he's like, hey, what's over there? And he explores. For a passageway. And power phase. 4. And he walks down. And the power phase. 5, and he walks down, and he explores, and finds a passageway. And power phase, 4 or 4, and he walks down. Whoop. And power phase, 4 or 3, and he walks, and he explores, and he finds a T-junction. I kinda didn't want this. I feel like I should have taken the T-junctions out of my thing. So, get these cards, put them away. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. Kind of hoping it's the first cards, but we shall see. That can go away now. And we roll for power for a 2, and he will walk here, 4. And a power phase And it's a 5. Not that that matters. And comes in and has a look. And it is the dungeon cell. Right. Power phase. 3. He's going to now go 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to have a look here. And it is a passageway. He is going to have a look down this corridor. See what's in there. Shifting in time. Dun, 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 dun. Passageway. Roll for power. For a 3. Comes up. 4. And power phase again. 6. He gets some wounds back, but that didn't matter. Comes up and he explores and finds another corridor. Oh. He really needs to have a look-see and see what he finds down here. So roll for power. 6, another walk. 1, 2, 3. Can he just get across? 1, 2, 4. Dang it, power phase 2 comes here and has a look. And it is another T-junction. So he's going to go back. So, I think he can walk in after that explore. Have I been doing that wrong the whole time? No, I didn't think so. So he did 1 movement there. I'm giving him 3 movements to go back. Sure. Power phase. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Power phase. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Power phase. 2. And we are back here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have a dungeon tile for the dungeon room. This is the dungeon room. Dungeon cell, sorry. So there is that. And he just got there to look, so I'm just going to say that was the power 6 walk. Going to just charge across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or 4, I should say. He's down also to 11 shots because he shot that Minotaur and somehow got away. Don't remember how. Something protected him. Gosh knows what. Event. 2d6 giant rats. That's actually kind of crappy. For 3, that's good because he intends to stomp on all of them. So they come in during the monster phase. So there is a power phase of 3. So he turns around and is like, hey, what is this, you gits? And he will attempt to hit, which he will miss, sadly, on a 2. He'll stomp. Kills that guy. Okay. The rats will attack on a 4. They both miss, which is nice. Power phase. 6, so that's a warg. Let me put that there so you can see it. If you want. Doesn't bother me none. He'll attack. On a 5 he will hit. On a 5 he will kill. On a 5 he will death blow. And on 3 he will kill the other giant rat. And he turns around and he explores and finds the room that he's been looking for. There it is. Dun, 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 dun. Oi! Was that a portal? Oh, that's a terrible orc accent, by the way. I fully acknowledge that was rubbish. So, interesting things about these rooms. There is a doorway here. These are so these are blocked, right? So that means enemies here cannot be attacked or cannot attack. So if I stay there, then I'm A-OK. And will not be hurt. Sword. I'm sure there is a second monster table that I could be rolling on, but I don't have one. So let's go and get our 6 Orc Warriors. Who really... Oh, should leave this guy alone. 6 Orc Archers and 6 Goblin Archers. Interesting. Those bats are defending these Orc Archers. Oh, you know what I should do is death blow on his pistol. It is a, you know, semi-automatic weapon. Or automatic, I have no idea. So will they... They won't come in until he walks in the room. I think. I actually really need to check that, but I don't know. So, but he's going to walk in and he's going to go straight up 1 and... Surely you can't stand in the fountain. You'd get wet. You get a treasure card, by the way. That was his treasure card. Stinky finger. So he has 4 moves here. That is his first. Hey, he'll just move in the corner. Why not? And he gets swarmed by these orcs who have no idea why their fellow orc is dressed so funny. And he's carrying I don't even think you're allowed to stand in these corner pieces, but clearly you can. He quite probably will not make it out of here alive. This is pretty nuts. Like, that's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. Get these rats out of the way. These spiders. Okay, so he walked in. And... Spider bros, you need to get out of my face. He walked in. They have arrived. So there will be an additional power phase after this. He's on 15 wounds. And just before he teleports out, maybe he should have some shots and see if he can kill stuff. We'll see. We'll see what he does. Let's just see if the orc can do his thing. How's that sound? Power phase. Oh, that's the whole point, to make sure I had some space to roll the dice. 2. There's his 15 shots out here. Boop. Okay, so he'll attack that orc, and he'll hit them on a 4. On a 3, you'll probably hit them. Is that the rule book? What are they? Weapon skill 3. Yeah, so 3 will hit them. So he hits, and on a 5 he kills. On a 4 he hits, and on a 2 plus a that's 3. He's dead. And on a 5 he hits, and on a 2 plus a 5, this is a 7 minus 4 is a 3. He's dead. Look. He cannot stomp a git, and in the spirit of Warhammer Quest, you can't shoot and stab at the same time. But he's a Warhammer 40k orc. He should be able to blast them at the same time, which he's going to do because I don't care. He will shoot. He shoots one of these orcs at the back for 4d6 wounds. That murders him. Blap. He's dead. And he's down to 10 shots. Nice. Monster phase. They'll come up. 1, 2, 3. They will attack. They will hit on 4s. Yep. Of which 1 hits. He does a 6 plus a 3. Yes, so that's an 8 minus his toughness of 6. I gave him toughness 6. What? Okay, he takes 3 wounds. I didn't realize I gave him toughness 6. So that Minotaur probably didn't kill him before. Maybe. Who cares? It's in the past. So, now we have these Orc Arches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then these Goblin Arches, of which there are 6. The Goblins are the white dice, the other dudes are the Orcs, so they hit. And they all hit. That's a lot of hits. So this is... they will wound, these will not. So that is his toughness, so 6 plus 3, so that's 6 wounds. Let's leave that there, 6 wounds. And these goblins that hit, let's see what they're wounding at. So that is plus 1, so that is 1 additional wound, 7 wounds. 5. Toughness 6, I definitely wanted this guy to live. And the power phase, let's get a walk. Let's just get a random event. 4d6, sorry, 6 Goblin Archers. Last time I had 6 goblins and I'm putting them in the room because I can do that. This is a problem, isn't it? It's a lot of dudes. So they're there. And he will now give him a nothing. And these guys are not stompable. Can't just stomp another orc. So he will do nothing. He'll get hit on a 4+, which he does. And on a 5s, he doesn't get hurt. He's too tough. He's being tempered by, you know, headbutting Chaos Space Marines and, you know, hacking, slashing Tyranids and all kind of stuff. He's a tough boy. He's a tough boy. Okay, so we have too many. So I think there's 12 of these guys. 12 of them. And 5 of these. So let's just do these at one time. So these hit on 5s. And there's a lot of hits. And they are d6 plus 1. So only 6s will hurt him. So that hurts him. That's 3 wounds. He's down to 2. I don't like his chances here. These hit on 4s. So they all hit. And it's d6 plus 3. Oof, that's 4. He really needs a walk. He is not getting it. He should love this. There's just all these orcs in the room. There should be a bunch of orky energy. So he's going to attack. On a 4, he will hit. On a 6, he will kill. On a 4, he will hit. On a 1, plus 5 is 6. Minus 4, he does 2. He leaves 1 wound left on this guy. And he is going to blast someone with his shooter. And miss. I believe that's 2 shots here, so he's down to 8 bullets. And now he's going to die. Dun, 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 dun. Orcs hit on 4s. 1 hit. 5 plus 3. 8 minus 6 is 2 wounds. And heeth doeseth dieth. Space Marine, alright. And he hits on 2s. He misses this many. He does wounds. And he would have left a lot alive in the room. So it's just like, these guys get blasted. And they're like, yeah, we're going to shoot you. And he's like, ah, okay. So, and he's out of there. So, and ends. Come here. Where the heck? Right above Brazil. There we go. So endeth the journey of Bobbeth. Our valiant space orc returned to some place, or he returns to the 41st millennium. And he wakes up and it's all a dream. So, thanks for coming along with this silly little adventure. I did not make that orc tough enough. I think that's the moral of that story. And that's it. I'll leave you there.